Welcome to the Career Pathway Channel, guiding nurses on the pathway to success.
Hello great nurses, welcome to the Career Pathway Channel, where we guide nurses on the pathway to success. In Module 3, NUS 102 Communication in English, we discussed correspondence. We looked at the various parts of a letter and we looked at what each paragraph of a letter should entail. Here in Module 4, we want to know the rules of comprehension and interpretation. After this module, you will understand everything about the comprehension passage, how to understand it, and how to answer questions on comprehension passages. Let's look at the course objectives for Module 4. Here in Module 4, we will achieve the following objectives. 1. Identify and differentiate the main ideas from the detail in a passage. 2. Understand relationship patterns of ideas in a passage. Number 3. We will understand how affixes modify meanings. Our priority circles remain the same. Red circles tells us that these areas are good for examination. Orange circles tells us that these areas are good for clinicals. And green circles ask us to skim over the detail at later times. Let's begin with objective 1. We identify and differentiate main ideas from details in a passage. What are main ideas? The main idea is the central point or the most important concept that the author is trying to convey in a passage. In a comprehension passage, main idea can often be found in the topic sentence of a paragraph. If you went through Module 3, you understand that towards the end of the video, I explained what a topic sentence should entail. So main ideas can often be found in the topic sentence of a paragraph or in the introduction or conclusion of an entire passage. When we say detail, what do we mean? Details in a comprehension passage help to provide support or elaboration for the main ideas. They help to explain, to clarify, or provide examples of the main idea. Details are often specific facts, statistics, or examples that help to develop or illustrate the main idea. How to identify details and topic sentences. Number 1, you highlight the central point. If you look at a paragraph, first thing you should do is to highlight the central point of the paragraph. This is usually the main idea. Secondly, we identify supporting sentences. Having gotten the topic sentence, which is the main idea, the next thing to do is to identify supporting sentences. The supporting sentences are your details. 3. Look for repeated themes or concepts in the passage. What are the things that are mostly talked about in the passage? They can indicate the main idea. For some comprehension passages that ask you to give a befitting title to a passage, this third idea will help you, looking out for the repeated themes or concepts in the passage. Let's look at this. Tell me the sentence that serves as the main idea and the additional details in this sentence. Exercise is essential for maintaining good health. Regular physical activity improves cardiovascular health, boosts the immune system, and reduces the risk of chronic diseases. Tell me the topic sentence here. What is the main idea of this paragraph? What are the additional supporting sentences? Did you get it? Okay, let's check it out if you are correct. The main idea for that passage is this: exercise is essential for maintaining good health. These are the supporting details. Regular physical activity improves cardiovascular health, boosts the immune system, and reduces the risk of chronic diseases. Did you get that? So this is the main idea and these are the details. Let's move to objective number 2. We want to identify relationship patterns of ideas in the passage. In a passage, ideas are often related to one another through different patterns, which help the reader understand how concepts are connected. Common relationship patterns include 1. Cause and effect, comparison and contrast, problem and solution. 4. Chronological order. These relationship patterns help us to answer questions in the exam hall with regards to comprehension passages. Let's look at them one after the other. Number 1, cause and effect. Here, the author explains why something happens or the result of something. For example, the storm caused severe flooding, which destroyed several homes. So you see, cause and effect. 2. Comparison and contrast. Here, the author discusses similarities or differences between two or more ideas or items. For example, while cats are independent, dogs require more attention and care. So there is a comparing and contrasting between dogs and cats. 3. Problems and solution. An author may use problem and solution in the passage. Here, the author presents a problem and then offers a solution or suggestion. For example, the problem of air pollution is becoming increasingly serious. One solution is to use cleaner energy sources. You see here there is a problem and there is a solution. 4. An author may decide to use chronological order in a passage. Here, events or ideas are presented in order in which they occurred or in steps. For example, first, I woke up early. Then I ate breakfast. Finally, I went to work. So in chronological order, the author makes his sentence. How do we identify all this in the passage? So here is the key to identifying relationship patterns in a comprehension passage. Number 1 key, look for signal words. Signal words are words like because, therefore, however, in contrast, first, next, and so on and so forth. 2. Pay attention to transitions in the passage. These words or phrases indicate shifts in relationships between ideas. Number 3. Analyze the context of the passage and see if the author is explaining cause, effect, comparison, or solutions. This will guide you in giving the right answer. Objective 3. How affixes modify meaning. So we want to see how affixes modify meaning of words. Affixes are letters or groups of letters added to the beginning, prefix, or at the end, suffix of a root word to change its meaning. Prefix. A prefix is an affix added to the beginning of a word that modifies its meaning. For example, un, on, means not. Re means again. Usually for formal letters, when you repeat a letter for a second time to the same recipient, you usually add re to the title, showing you that is sent for the second time. So on here is not. Example, unhappy means not happy. Revisit means to visit again. Suffix. A suffix is an affix added to the end of a word that often changes the word's part of speech. For example, from a noun it could change to an adjective. This is an example. Full is full, which means to be full of something. Example of word we find is hopeful. Hopeful simply means you are full of hope. Ness, Ness, is a state or a condition. So when we say happiness, is a state of being happy. We could see how suffix changes the word from a noun to an adjective. These are very vital with regards to understanding comprehension passages. So, I want to explain how affixes change or modify the meaning of words. For example, prefixes change the meaning of the root word, often creating an antonym, an opposite in meaning, or indicating repetition, time, or location. For example, MIS in misunderstood means wrong or incorrect. Suffixes, on the other hand, often change the grammatical function of a word, turning verbs into nouns, adjectives into adverbs. For example, MENT in enjoyment turns the verb enjoy into a noun, meaning the state of enjoying. Other examples are act. Act is a verb. Adding a suffix or changes it to a noun, actor. Also, happy is an adjective. Adding NESS changes it to happiness, which is a noun. I want you to answer this in the comment section. Regular exercise is very important for maintaining good health. When people exercise regularly, their hearts become stronger and their muscles become more flexible. Exercise also helps to reduce stress and improve mood. However, many people find it difficult to make time for exercise in their busy schedules. To solve this problem, it is recommended to start with small activities like walking for 30 minutes a day. Over time, these small steps can lead to significant improvements in overall health. Answer the questions from the paragraph. Identify the main idea of the passage. Number 2, pick out supporting details that explain or support the main idea. Identify the relationship pattern. Do you observe any cause and effect? Do you observe any problem? State the solution, and so on and so forth. Lastly, point out any word with affixes and explain how the affixes modify the meaning. As we round off Module 4, I want you to practice comprehension passages as they are very vital for your next examination. Also, learn to make sentence paragraph. Lastly, ensure to skim over this video at a later time. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe and hit the notification bell and let us know how our videos help you.
The Career Pathway Channel, guiding nurses to success.